Okay, inside your packet, after you pass all of that beautiful coloring and beautiful work about insects that you've probably done already, and it's okay if you haven't, you will find this page, Ladybug. And I don't know if you notice, if you look closely, I've labeled the body parts of the ladybug. And I did it with little dots so then you can simply trace over in the lowercase letters and trace over and see if you can memorize the body parts of a ladybug. Now we know ladybug is an insect. It has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 legs. It has 2 antennae. It has eyes. It has wings that are folded up right here. You can't see them right now because this ladybug isn't flying. But if it were to take off and fly, you would see its wings. It has a thorax that you can't really see because it's kind of hidden underneath the wings. And it has the abdomen. So what I've done is I've labeled the antenna. And the ladybug uses the 2 antennae for smelling, for feeling around, and for tasting. Now it has a head, and that's where its eyes are. It has legs, so I just wrote the word leg because this is one of the 6 legs. And it has spots. Oh, and look, it's symmetrical. See, it's same on one side as it is on the other side. Now, some people think that the spots represent how old the ladybug is. In truth, this isn't possible because ladybugs only live for about 2 to 3 years, and some ladybugs have many more spots than 2 or 3. Really, the reason that a ladybug has the spots and it's colored red, which you need to do here because I haven't done, that's to warn birds and other predators that it tastes really bad if you were to eat it. It's kind of like a warning, like back off, you do not want to eat me. Okay? So that's why there are different spots there. So your job is to trace the words as nicely as you can and then to color in your ladybug and trace the word ladybug. Now I'm going to read to you about the life cycle of a ladybug. And when we do our Zoom later, I'm going to see if I can show you really cool photos and a video of the life cycle of a ladybug. So here is a book, and it's called From Grub to Ladybug by Melvin and Gilda Berger. There we go. From Grub to Ladybug. Look, it's climbing up the grass. Ladybugs are little round bugs. The female lays eggs on a leaf. Hundreds of eggs even. And they lay them usually on the underside of a leaf so they're protected. Then the eggs hatch into grubs. Now, another word for the grubs are larvae. So first they're eggs, then out of the eggs pop the larvae. This book is calling them grubs. And you can find these in your yard. So many times I found little ladybug larvae and I didn't know what they were. And then I discovered that they were ladybugs. Each grub grows bigger and bigger. So look at this larva. Every time it grows bigger and bigger, its shell kind of breaks. It has like a hard little exoskeleton. And then it grows a little bit more and grows a little bit more. And look, does that look like a ladybug to you? It does have 6 legs. When it's done eating and growing, it makes a pupa. So this is the pupa stage. So we have egg, larva, pupa. And in the pupa stage, it kind of forms a hard little shell. It's really similar to how caterpillars form chrysalises. And they have a shell around them, and it hardens and it keeps them safe. And that's where they're changing. And inside that pupa, a ladybug is growing. the ladybug starts to come out. And look at there. Is it red? Not quite. Not yet. Hello, ladybug. Its wings are soft and yellow at first. So see, it's leaving its shell behind and it's going to go look for some aphids to eat. But first it has to dry off. The outer wings grow hard, and many turn red with black spots. So there it's kind of opening up its wings a little bit. And now it's all ready, looking for aphids to eat. The ladybug eats lots of little bugs. Fly away. So, ladybugs are called or considered beneficial to our garden. They eat the aphids, and aphids are tiny little insects that like to eat and destroy our plants and our food that we're growing in our garden, even roses and flowers. So the ladybugs are really good because they come and that's what they feed off of. You could even go to certain stores like Friedman's or Lowe's or Home Depot, or maybe even order online containers of ladybugs that you can hatch, not hatch, but you can set them free outside in your garden. But I also think that if you guys look around outside and turn over rocks and look under leaves where you think aphids might be, you might be able to find some larvae especially. And I still haven't found any yet in my garden, so I'm going to go look again today. They are hiding. So what you have here in your packet, it's the ladybug life cycle. And I think it would be really special if you pulled this paper and ripped it actually out of your packet, because then you can color it in. Here we show the eggs on the leaves. Here's the larva. And remember, the larva, the colors of the larva are kind of like a black and a yellow. You see that? So maybe you can draw yours that way too. Then the larva forms a pupa on the back of a leaf. And out of the pupa comes the ladybug. So if you rip this page out and cut it and then maybe glue it on paper in the right order, that would be really cool. I'll work on that today. Maybe I'll have Donnie or Ella do it. And then I can show you what mine looks like. So for today or this weekend, I want you to color this and label the body parts of the ladybug. And I want you to work on this, okay? And do your best work. And then maybe you can take a picture. But once you're done, I want you to go in your gardens if you have them and search for ladybugs. Don't move on to this yet. We're going to do this a different day. All right? And I think that's it for now. Yeah. So do those things, and maybe I'll post another story or another song. And hopefully I'll see you guys all at our Zoom meeting at 1 o'clock just to say hi. I thought I will show you parts of the ladybug life cycle on our Zoom meeting. But I also want us to draw our self-portraits, because we haven't done any self-portraits for April. So when you come to the meeting, hopefully you can find a blank piece of paper and a marker. Remember, we only use black markers usually, and then you can color them later. And so after we talk and want to share something, then we can draw ourselves. Okay, take care, you guys.